everyone, it's me Blanche and welcome to Feast in the Middle East, and those damn crows. Hey everyone, it's me Blanche. Now, as you know, it's summertime, the weather's heating up, maybe you don't want to turn on the oven, but it's always nice to have something in your freezer that you can take out on a whim whenever you're entertaining, if you have surprise guests. And if you have playdates, you have kids coming over and you want to give them a special treat. Well, today I'm going to show you something really cool. I'm going to teach you how to turn these biscuits into a cake, because biscuit cakes are actually a thing throughout the Middle East, as well as England, Portugal, and even Denmark. But I have a very special one today incorporating Middle Eastern ingredients, so you don't want to miss this one. Now, one of the first episodes on my channel was for a lazy cake, where I made a biscuit cake that was very special for apparently Prince William that he had for his wedding day. And it's very popular throughout the Middle East. But today I'm going to have a more refreshing take on a biscuit cake, incorporating lighter ingredients like Labneh cheese. So Labneh cheese, I also teach you how to make this from scratch on my channel, but as a shortcut, the ready-made store-bought ones are just fine. So the Labneh cheese is gonna make up the filling of the biscuit cake. It has a nice tart flavor, but we want to add some sweetness, and I do that by adding some creamy condensed milk. Now, I know this is heavy duty stuff, but you don't need a lot. I would just use a 1/4 cup in this recipe to add some sweetness. And then this is where the fun stuff comes in. I put lemon curd. So this is going to be a lemon blueberry biscuit cake, but you can use any kind of curd you wish, any kind of fruit puree. So if you have like a lot of plums or apricots in your garden and you make a puree with it, this is a great way to make use of it. And now for the cake layers. I'm using these cookies because of the shape, but you can also use Marie biscuits, which are round. Basically, these are very plain run-of-the-mill biscuits, and these are super popular in the Middle East. They serve them with tea, they serve them with coffee, and I grew up on these. Now, tell me in the comments below how many of you from the Middle East or beyond grew up eating these kinds of cookies. They're not Oreos. We didn't have Oreos. I mean, they had Oreos in the store, but my mom never thought to buy them. She just still loves these more than anything else. So that's about it. With these 4 base ingredients, you can make a biscuit cake that you could put in the freezer and take out anytime you want to entertain. And I'm going to show you how to do it right now. Let's get started with 1 cup of Labneh cheese, either store-bought or homemade. Add to that 1/2 cup of lemon curd. Using an electric or handheld mixer, combine until well blended. Add 1/4 cup of sweetened condensed milk and blend until well incorporated. All right, time to bust out the biscuits. I'll do my best French pronunciation for these. They're called biscuits au beurre. Beurre means butter. Okay, now to assemble all of the ingredients. I got a bread pan ready, lined it with parchment paper, and I'm going to line the bottom with some of that Labneh frosting. And then I'm going to take the cookies and form 1 layer of that cake on top. I'm going to continue alternating between the frosting and the cookies until I run out of both. Generally, this will make 3 layers. If you want a big dramatic cake, you can double the recipe and make it 6 layers. Once you're done assembling the cake, just make sure to wrap the top with parchment paper, cover the whole thing with plastic wrap, and put in the refrigerator for about 2 hours before serving so that it'll set. To garnish the top, I have a 1/3 cup of pistachios. You could use any kind of nuts you wish, and chop it coarsely. Now it's time to take out the cake. Peel off the parchment paper carefully. Don't worry if it looks a bit funky, because you're gonna smooth it all out. And one way I like to smooth it out is just to put some whipped cream on the top. It adds extra flavor, and just smooth it all around the cake before I add all of the extra fruits and nuts. love this so much because you get rather kind of plain biscuits and they transform into tender, buttery layers of cake. And I just can keep this in the freezer anytime and take it out when someone comes over. Now, I put pistachios, you could add cashews, you could add dried fruit, fresh fruit, whatever you wish. Just make it your own. And if you do make it your own, send me pictures and I'd love to share them on Instagram. I love resharing in my stories all of the pictures you guys send me. So please, if you go to Instagram, check it out at Blanche Media. I'd love to see your photos. And speaking of you viewers, I want to read you a very special letter I got recently from a woman named Stephanie. She just wrote me a letter that just like tugged at my heartstrings, and I want to share it with you right now. Dear Blanche, good morning. I just want to say thank you so much for your mamoul recipe. I'm half Armenian and my mother and family are from Jerusalem. There are a lot of Armenians that live among Palestinians in Jerusalem, even way before 1948. As a child, my grandmother made the date-filled cookies for all of us, at least 6 different families. This is very common. Whenever we make the mamoul cookies, we make them to share with as many people as possible, sometimes making hundreds of them. We would each get our own tin filled with these cookies, and since my grandmother passed in 2001, there have been no date-filled cookies. Those were always the special ones that Grandma Mary would always make. Well, I tried them for the first time a few days ago, and they were just like Grandma's. Instantly, the memories of Christmases in LA, Canada, and California came rushing back, and I emailed pictures of the finished product to my Armenian cousins, and everyone was so excited. And my cousin said, "Holy cow, is that the date cookie?" And my brother called me a pro, saying they were just like Grandma's. And I'm so happy to be able to bring these back to my family. Thank you so much for this gift. Attached is a photo of my grandmother looking at my mother, Asanet, in the Armenian Quarter in Jerusalem. All the best, Stephanie. All the pictures you've seen, those were all before 1948. And I just want to say, Stephanie, you totally melted my heart. Like this is why I do what I do. This is why I created Feast in the Middle East, because I wanted to preserve these traditions so badly and preserve them from my grandparents and my great aunt and everyone. And so I could make them myself and then pass them on to my kids. And when I see you guys out there, like taking these traditions and passing them on to your family, or it brings back memories of people that were special in your life, I can't tell you how it makes my day. So with that, I just want to say thank you, Stephanie. Thank you for all you viewers that share your stories. Thank you for getting my cookbook and preserving these recipes in your home. For more information, you could go to feastinthemiddleeast.com, and I'll be back with more. Leave in the comments below what other dishes that you miss from your childhood.